Hi, and welcome to Market Conversations. Just want to do a quick video on the stock markets. Today is the last day of 2022, and I know a lot of people have lost money this year, especially people who have bought in beginning of February. So we'll take a look at those stocks. We have Clover Health. It was probably one of the hottest stocks back in June. Had a squeeze all the way to $28, and now it's trading at $368. And we have Wish. I am in Wish right now. The stock was $32.84, and now it's trading at it went to a low of $294. It's trading at $311. What else do we have? We have a lot of SPACs. Remember, right? This is Lordstown. Everything, all the small caps are trading below $5. What about Tilray? Had a short squeeze all the way to $67 back in February. And you hit a low of $6.97. What about Sundial? People thought it was going to go to $1, and I kept emphasizing, do not buy short-term call options. It's at 0.57. Many stocks, Nikola, trading at $9.87. What about Beyond? $65. The stock was at $221 back in February. Square, $289, and right now it's at $160. Let's not forget about Peloton. $171. Incredible. All these stocks have lost so much value. Let's check out the winners. We have Tesla. Hit a high of $12.43. Nvidia. These are all winners. We hit a high of $3.46. We have AMD. So unless you're in these stocks, our accounts are probably bleeding. Here, I lost a total of over $700,000. How? That was from selling naked calls. So you need to have at least level 4 to sell naked calls. And I sold naked calls on AMC before the squeeze, a week before the squeeze. And June 2nd, it changed everything. On June 2nd, the stock went to a high of $72.62. It went up over 100%. I was allowed to sell over 100 naked calls on AMC. Over 100. As the stock was going up, my account was going down. That day, the implied volatility was over 500%. I had no choice but to liquidate everything that I had. Let's take a look here. P&L negative $640,331, $640,000. So not only did I lose $640,000 on AMC, I had to liquidate everything else, over $700,000 on June 2nd. And since then, it's been rough. So the lesson with this trade in any type of strategy is over leveraging. You're selling too many naked calls, or you're buying too many options. Let me show you an article. And also, I found something on Reddit today. And all three of us, what happened? Doubling down, over leveraging. So I'll show you right now. This is the article, and it's titled, I lost $400,000, almost everything I had on a single Robinhood bet. So this person was only 26 years old, very frugal, very conservative. He got into trading, or the meme stocks, AMC, GameStop, and he made a decent amount of money. So he decided he wanted to go into a safer bet. And guess what? He thought that Alibaba was the safest bet because you see all these price upgrades, had a 40 to 50% upside. A price to earnings ratio was low. And looking at all the tip rings, my understanding was that this was a very, very safe bet with a limited amount of risk. So he decided to buy $200 strike price. He put $300,000 on options in February. As soon as he got in, the stock decided to go down. And guess what? He decided to put another $100,000. And what happened? He eventually lost it all. $374,000. The whole $400,000 turned to almost zero. So he had money from his previous trades, but the total that he lost was $400,000. He was praying. He couldn't sleep for months, and that's exactly how I felt. He doubled down like I did. I actually sold more calls the morning of June 2nd. The morning of. I still remember. I had sold the highest strike price that there was, 120. Sold them for less than $1, probably 30 cents, so $30. The $30 went to, I think it was more than $5. So you can imagine how much I was down that day. It happened so fast. And I had no choice. Just like this person, no choice. He couldn't do anything. There's no time. We cannot time the markets. I just couldn't believe my eyes. This person, this Reddit user, made $831,000. And then he showed this. He lost $777,000 on Tesla calls. If you look at every single strike, these are 200 buys. 200. That's crazy. He lost over $500,000 buying call options. So it doesn't matter what strategy you use. What it comes down to is, did you over leverage? Did you overbuy? Did you oversell? So every single one of these stories, my story, these two stories, it all comes down to doubling down, overbuying something. If he had just bought maybe 100, he wouldn't have lost $777,000. If I had just limited myself to maybe selling 20 naked calls instead of over 100 naked calls, I wouldn't have been down $700,000. Or the Alibaba investor didn't double down, put another $100,000. He wouldn't be down $371,000. So trading, investing, it is not easy. It's not like how it seems on Twitter accounts. You see people with 1,000% gains. I don't know how they do it, but that's not reality. Know your story. Did you ever over leverage on something? Does this ever happen to you?